Good morning. My name is Pablo de Holan, and I am a professor of entrepreneurship and strategic management at EM Lyon Business School. I came here today to talk about a very important topic for entrepreneurs. You may have heard some of my talks about the 10 common mistakes that entrepreneurs make and how to avoid them. Today I want to focus on one. The mistake I want to focus on today is the sources of cash. Entrepreneurs often think about the cash they're going to get in the future, but sometimes they fail to think about the steps they need to take to get to a very specific moment, which is the moment in which you stop burning cash. Now, when you're an entrepreneur, you think about profits. It's very important to think about how your firm is going to be profits. However, it's more important to think early on, how are you going to stop burning cash? That is the moment that in fact is crucial for any firm. That is the moment which you can actually go, buy a bottle of nice champagne, cork it and celebrate, because you have reached a very significant milestone. However, let me show you the graphic here. Let's imagine that you are an entrepreneur and you are concerned, well, really by two things. You're very worried about the cash that your firm is going to get. Let's draw here the cash. Also, you're concerned about the time. Here, we're calculating the amount of money. Here, we're calculating the length of time. Now, when you start your firm, it is normal to expect that you're going to be investing money. You invest money, and of course, the curves go down because you're spending money. But there is a point in which the curve turns, and you can joyfully go up, and you reach the peak of your firm. Now, what are we calculating here? What are we putting in the graphic? Well, there are two important things here. First, the idea that the firm has sources of income, but also that there's a cost, outcome, income and outcome. And the result can be three things. It can be positive, can be zero, or can be negative. Well, obviously, when you start spending money, it's going to be negative. You have no income, but you only have cost. You keep going down, and in this moment, this beautiful moment, is the moment in which you actually stop losing money. You will not need any more cash into the firm. The firm will generate enough cash for it to survive. When you're an entrepreneur and you're here in the point zero, your first goal should be to reach this area here. So when you think about your firm and you think about starting up the firm, you need to worry specifically about the things you can do to maximize the amount of money you're going to get here, to increase the amount of money you're going to get into this area. Because the earlier you get cash, the easier it's going to be to stop bleeding cash. Now, some firms will be bleeding cash, will need cash injections for a long time. Facebook, for example, is a firm that needs cash injections for a long, long time. However, you may not be Facebook. Your job, if you want to increase the chances of success, is to make sure that you get to this point as early as possible. And even if that means doing things that you would not normally do, selling at a discount, getting new customers, trying a new business model, those are the things that you want to do to get to this particular point. Because before you can get to profits, which is a financial and an accounting result, you need to get here. You will not be able to get to this second stage if you don't clear the first stage. Think about this as a sequence. You're starting here and you go in there. You have to take the first step. The first step is to stop bleeding cash. The reason is very simple. Your cash resources are very limited. Focus on that. Then you can move on to the second stage, which is profitability. I hope this simple concept has helped you improve the chances of making your firm stronger. I hope you can now think in terms of cash bleeding instead of profitability. And I wish you a very good day and good luck with your entrepreneurial work.